Well guys, good morning. We're here. First day checking snares. We got us a big old coon and a snare. Pretty awesome. Tore up the area pretty good. Looks like he got a hold of that. He kind of reached over, might have set that, pulled that snare off, or yeah. So we'll get that one reset there, and he ruined that one, as you can see. So we got him on the waist. It's all right. Get him anywhere we can, and he bundled up that snare. So we're gonna get him took care of, and we'll show him to you. All right, you guys, there he is. Pretty good sized coon. So what we're gonna do is, this area is pretty ruined, where you can see this obvious trail going up through there, and they made this curve. You see the ground's pretty flat, and then it goes right up through there. So that obvious trail. So I'm gonna reset that one. This area is just destroyed. He tore down. There's a little sapling here he ripped down. There's a little sapling here he ripped down. Yeah, it's just ruined. So we're not gonna be able to reset this area. Okay, there we go. So all I had this to, guys, was a piece of number 9 wire twisted around this pretty big deadfall. Just cut that 9 wire there. Yeah, he tangled up himself pretty good through all this stuff. Sorry, that was a bit of... See, that's why Nebraska has one law correct, and that is they don't care about entanglement. That would have been an illegal snare or cable restraint in Missouri, Wisconsin, a bunch of other states, but Nebraska doesn't matter. And it was some of the best. Yeah, I could have put a snare right there, but I had to drive an earth anchor in, and I had to, or put a stake in and anchor it that way, which I could have done that. But these were just so good to set. So I reset that one. He very well might have reached over and grabbed it and pulled it off of its anchor or something, or off its support collar. So yep, we got that. And we got our coon. It's good size boar coon there. Caught him around the back end of the waist. We've got 3 dog proofs down here that we're going to check that are on another huge trail, and I can't believe we didn't have anything in them last time. So nothing in our coyote sets, our coyote snares down here on the fence. There's a pond right there. If y'all followed us last year, we trapped this last year, and we had a coyote, same area right there in the 220 by accident, and in another snare that was right beside it, and this little levee. They cross that and go over to this thick timber over here and right there. So we'll see. We're going to see if our other traps have got anything. And yeah, first catch of the day. Gentlemen, good day. About 50 yards down on another big trail going through a culvert. First coon in a dog proof. I've got 3 sets right here because this trail is so thick. Nice size coon. I've got one there and I've got one there. These trails are just slick going out through this culvert here. So got a nice size coon and dog proof, so we'll get him took care of and we'll reset this thing. 2 coons for the day. That's good. This is one of our main turkey hunting spots. You can see how just nice and thick good it is for nesting. So taking these guys out will help just a little bit. So we'll get this reset and hopefully catch some more. All right, guys, here's our coon numbers for the day. We don't have any more coon traps out on this location. It's a younger sow. It's actually kind of a younger sow. And this pretty good sized boar coon eating rubbed. Doesn't matter, guys. We're in it for the turkeys. And these things eat eggs. So we'll go check our, we got some more predator snares way back up in there. We'll go up there and see if we got anything, guys. Well, we had nothing in our predator snares, cable restraints and stuff, so a bunch of them knocked over. I mean, it could be anything. Could be coons, could be deer knocking them over, whatever. But that's the great thing about snaring, is you just set it back up and you go home. So I was walking out of here, and I can't believe I walked past it yesterday. I saw this trail, little coon trail, going into this big brush pile. It looks like it's a small game trail, but when I look closer, you can see I mean, just beat down right there, a pinch point, right through that fence. So we're gonna set it. So I'm gonna try to do a little tutorial. I'll show you how I do a coon snare. Very simple, very easy. So, all right, guys, I need to anchor this. I have 11 wire and 9 wire. 9 wire is super tough. They probably wouldn't break 11 wire, but that's why we have 9, just for those purposes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna simply loop the 9 wire, this through the 9 wire, my swivel, to that T-post. But you can tell this is not like rabbits, because it's so beat down. Trail is so clear. Coons, possums are what's using this. See, this is kind of in my way, so I'm gonna bend this out of my way on this hog wire here. What's left is to simply set the snare. Take our, about a foot, a little less, 10 inches, number 9, so that we get a good support. So this is our support wire. So we're just gonna wrap it around. Just gonna wrap it around this fence and leave enough so we have enough to play with. These snares are already loaded. What does that mean, Kyle? Loaded means that they come and they make a circle like this. So you basically kink this here, so your lock has a place to, these are micro locks, and then you run it against a piece of metal like this, and twist it, and that gives you a circle. So it's loaded, so then when the heat comes by and he hits it, it slams shut. It doesn't drag shut, it snaps shut. So we will, how do you put on the support? We've got, some of them have these little pieces of PVC collar. It's just a collar, or some are like a little spring, and you can twist it onto the piece of it. I use both. I don't really have a preference yet. Situation will dictate, but you just set that onto the collar, set your wire onto it, and there you go. It's not that hard. Before we had anything else, this is how people trapped snares. When frontiersmen trapped and the big fur trade was going on, this is how we trapped snares. We didn't have footholds and any of that good stuff. So that is your snare right there. I kind of looped it just here to kind of keep it out of the way, and it kind of looks, now a lot of people would say, well, why don't you paint it? It's bright silver. Coyote ones, yeah, if you're putting them out not on the fence, paint them. And you know, do what you want. You can dye them, you can paint them, do whatever you want. Some of mine are painted, some of them I didn't take the time to do. But these coon snares, it doesn't really matter. They're coons. They don't pay near as much attention, as they're not as wary as coyotes. So that trail is going right through the middle of that snare. And that should catch. You want this, your lock, about, no closer than a half inch to your support. If you had it right here, then it's not gonna fire as properly. You have it off just a bit, and then it will shoot shut. So that's good, guys. We're gonna leave that right there. I think that's good. But that is a huge, huge trail. There'll be something in there tomorrow probably, because that brush pile is holding something, foxes or coons or something. So hopefully, and we might do this too. We might brush this up just a little bit. Just broke a piece of brush and kind of put it right there in the way, because there is a pretty big gap here, but there's a lot of brush, and the trail's clear going through here. So we'll just see. Hopefully I'll catch something. So yeah, guys, snaring, late season trapping. It's January 21st. Doing what we can, trying to get out as much as we can and trap what we can to help our turkeys. Morning, everybody. We're here checking snares again, and got my two brother-in-law. Had a snare on this fence post set right here. The snare deck, big old coon. Got himself entangled and stuff. But we live in Nebraska, and that stuff don't matter. So The one thing Nebraska gave us was entanglement. Had a really big trail going into this thick pile of stuff, and saw us make this snare a while back, and we had to take all of our sets off, had to set them off, so because we went to Tennessee for a while to do a coon hunt and baby shower. So, that's a pretty big coon, guys. Nice boar coon. He won't be eating any turkey eggs. Sweet. I can see we have a bobcat one set over there that's not set off, so that's all right. We set that one yesterday. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go check the rest. What's up, everybody? We are here checking snares again. And I can see that our bobcat snare over here is still not touched. There's tracks going through there along this little trail around this brush and trees and stuff in the snow. But we reset this snare yesterday, and this is a big coon, guys. He really messed it up. I mean, he made the hole in the fence bigger. So I got this guy right here. Ooh, he is very much alive. That's a big coon right there. Oh, actually, I'm gonna get him took care of, guys, because he has really messed up this cable. So I'm gonna get him took care of, and I'll show him to you. So anyway, this is actually a really big coon, guys. Let's show you. He had tangled himself onto this side, and that snare was pretty frail. This coon really put that snare to the test. So not much longer, and I think we would have not had a coon. So let's get him out of here. You can see that 3/32, 7x7. He started chewing. But let's get him. Another nice sized boar coon, and I think the 4 we've taken out have all been boars except for one, and it was a young sow. This is a nice, good sized boar coon here. Well, guys, it's getting windier and windier, but it's nice out here. I mean, you know, it's just 60-something degrees out. Some coon traps out here too along this cornfield. So we got one here. Really boar coon. He's rough, no tail. So yeah, we'll get him took care of. Going on the mountains here. Well, guys, major trail up through here. Oh, nice coon here. That's a nice one. Not very big, but nice. Looks nice. See, there's a third one up here somewhere, so we'll check that one too. But we'll get this one took care of. Everybody, we're here again on the snare line here. We got some dog proofs down there. We might be lucky, but down here on the snare line, another big coon on the snares. Man, if you're looking to just wear the coons out late season, any season really, but if you got good trails, snare them. Snaring, man, it's hard to beat. So I'm actually going to get this coon out of here. Looks like a good sized coon, and then there's another trail up there actually that I've been wanting to set, and I just haven't done it yet. It's just right there, so I'll probably set a snare there too. I'll get a new one right here, and yeah, we'll get this guy set out of here. And so all I had was wood stapled over here. My support wire is still here. Very clear trail, you can see coming through there, and he kind of bit, you know, he just got up in here and choked himself out, but that's what we want. So I just took the same wood staple, pulled it out. It wasn't bent up or anything when I put it in, so same wood staple. Got a trap tag, of course, want to be legal. And this particular snare that I'm using, you know, I can't decide, guys, what I prefer. If I prefer these plastic tubing collars, or if I like the twist-ons. The twist-ons seem to have to be more secure, but they're kind of harder to get on, and you have to bend pinch over the corner there. But this, you just slide it on, but it's not quite as secure. So I don't know, I've not decided yet. But we're gonna get us a little, you know, probably I like to do in this type of a trail, I like to do, you know, a 6-inch circle or so. And I'm holding my phone at the same time, so bear with me. So we're gonna put this on there. There's that collar, just like that. Just like that. So, yep, that's actually perfect. I like that. We'll knock up some grass right there and Walk up some grass right there, just to, you know, we kick this back through. I mean, they're using this trail, guys. They're just gonna walk right through that, not think anything about it. Put your lock about a 1/2 inch to 1 inch away from your support so that it can snap shut. It doesn't drag shut. So yeah, and for coons, you know, they're usually walking with their heads down. You ever seen a coon walk? Their heads are kind of down here and their backs kind of come up like this. And their heads are kind of pointed down. They're not walking up like this, straight back like a coyote or a bobcat. So I like to put them a little low, and I have success that way. So, you know, probably 1.5 inches, 2 inches above the ground. About like that. Yeah, it's perfect. It's that simple, guys. That's why I love snaring. If you're just needing to trap to take care of your turkeys and your quail and stuff, snaring's the way to go, man. So I'm going to set another snare over here. There's another good trail I've just not set yet, so I'm going to set that one. And we got 3 dog proofs down there. The instructions here. So the truck's down there. The other trail's just right there by that tree. We've caught 2 coons off of that. Here's the other trail. I mean, look at that. They're crossing this road and going over. This is a small game trail. So I don't have any trees to anchor to really, because the trail kind of dissipates as you get in there to those cedars. But it's really defined right here. That tree's too far away, and it's just really, you know, entangled, whatever. So we're gonna try something different. We also don't have anything to set up with. We don't have anything to support our snare to. So we got our snare, just 3/32, 48-inch snare. We got our number 11 wire for support wire. Cut a stick, cut a branch, just, you know, a dead tree. Cut the end of it so we can jab it in the ground for support to hold the snare. And we're going to try a 2-foot T-post rebar. I just got to pick where I want it. Right there's pretty good. It's pretty close to the road. It's not very far off the road. I mean, there's no legality there, really. I mean, there kind of is, but well, you can trap the right of way, but you have to have permission from the landowner. It's not like Iowa. In Iowa, you can trap the roadway however many feet off, and it's all public. So, you know, that's how a lot of those big trappers in Iowa, that's how they do it. All right, guys. Well, it's that simple. So I didn't really show you. I've broke my tripod that holds my phone, so I need to fix that. But if they're going uphill or downhill, this is kind of like right at the base of the downhill. Like this is the low spot, but I put it right. This is kind of right at the base. There's the trail coming down. Bam. There's not much area for them to not go. They're going to go through it. So hopefully we'll have one here tomorrow. So what we did is we just cut this to the end so it's pointy, shoved it in the ground. It's pretty loose. But because the gravel road's right there, a lot of gravel over the years has just piled back in here. So I could not push that stake more than, 2 inches in the ground. I had to hammer it. So that's good. So shouldn't have anything pull that out. As with dog proofs, you always have the chance of catching things that like to get in the dog proofs besides just coons. But I like catching them. They eat eggs, man. They will rob a nest. And can you see them there? We got a pair of skunks, good sized skunks too, probably a breeding pair. So that's good. Okay. So there's one. There's the other one. Yeah. They must have come from down the hill and worked because this one's still set. So let's see if we can get these dispatched without any. Well, guys, got these reset. This one is still set. Still got bait and everything. Got these reset. We got a beautiful pair of skunks. Good sized skunks, not the biggest ones we ever caught, but good sized skunks. Nice breeding pair. So yeah, guys, Plainsmen Outdoors. Got a decent sized coon here in a cable restraint. This was set up for coyotes and bobcats, but we'll take coons. They eat turkey eggs. So we had another one in a snare that we set yesterday down by the road. But we got one here in the back, and we'll get him took care of. And yeah, that one's still set, and we're gonna pull all these. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching Plainsmen Outdoors. Well, guys, it's another day, and it's the last day before we pull some traps before we go back to work. And this is our buddy Blake's fellow trapper we ran into. Some of his traps, and we're just helping him out, you know, a little bit. But we got another double on coons. We got another one up there, one right here. We got a lot of rain last night, some like freezing stuff. It was kind of slushy and weird. So yeah, we got another double on coons. What do you think you're doing, little guy? He's a little feller. That's probably another little one up there. Probably a double of little young guys running together. So we'll take care of this one and we'll show you the other one. Guys, here's the second one. This is a bit of a bigger coon. He made quite the trap circle. Not quite a little one. This is a decent sized coon here. So he made a really mess of that trap circle there. But we had quite a bit of rain and stuff last night. We'll get this guy took care of and we'll show them both. Well, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for us for a little bit anyway. We're working for a few days, but February is winding down. Here's the last two coons we got for a minute anyway. That's what we're doing. Catching coons, helping the ground nesting farms and stuff. So, anyway, guys, stick with us. Plainsmen Outdoors. Kyle here signing off.